Hello everyone and welcome to my YouTube channel. My friends, today I want to speak plainly from the heart about a feeling many of us know well at this stage. I am 51 now and I could care less about dating. That truth settled in quietly over the years, like dust on an old road after the cars have gone. I spent my 20s, 30s and 40s chasing what society told us mattered. Career first, then relationships, building something that looked right from the outside. Those efforts taught me lessons, some sweet, some hard, but now in my 50s I find a deep peace in not pursuing romance anymore. For men in their 50s and 60s watching this, I suspect some of you feel the same quiet indifference, and it is okay. I live this simple wandering life now, moving between small cheap rooms that cost around $15 a night. No big plans, no pressure to impress anyone, just the road, my thoughts, and the freedom that comes when you stop chasing connection. After quitting my 25-year IT career, I left behind the version of me that measured success by relationships too. I have no wife, no children. That path feels complete for me, not empty. Dating in these years started to feel like repeating old patterns, the conversations that circle the same hopes and disappointments. I could care less now, and that indifference brings a lightness I did not expect. You wake up in a modest room, watch the morning light, and realize you do not need to share every sunrise to feel whole. The energy I once spent wondering about compatibility, about messages and meetings, now goes into simpler joys. A long walk in a new town, a book that makes me think, sitting with locals who share stories without any agenda. Men in our 50s and 60s have given enough, provided, shown up, tried to make things work. Now it is time to honor the man you have become, even if he walks alone. I remember nights in my earlier decades when loneliness felt sharp, like something missing that needed fixing. But at 51 that feeling changed. It softened into acceptance, then into something like freedom. The wandering life shows me that solitude and loneliness are not the same. One is chosen, the other is suffered, and I choose the first with open eyes. No more swiping, no more awkward dinners hoping for sparks that rarely last. Instead, I have quiet evenings where my mind rests easy, no performance required. Younger viewers might not understand yet, and that is fine. This message is for my brothers in their 50s and 60s especially. You know, the weight of expectations, the cultural stories that say a man needs a partner to be complete. I stand here as proof that completeness comes from within, from making peace with your own company. My IT years taught discipline and problem solving, skills that helped me navigate this wandering path smoothly. Yet those same years showed me how much life I postponed waiting for the right relationship. Now I refuse to postpone anymore. Each day on the road is lived fully, single and content. I could care less about dating because I have dated enough to know what I truly need, and it is peace. Peace in a $15 room with a window overlooking unknown streets. Peace in waking without obligations to anyone but myself and the present moment. Of course, there were relationships that mattered along the way, women who taught me about love and loss. I carry gratitude for those chapters, but I do not need to repeat them to feel alive. In my 50s, the body changes, the priorities shift, and what once seemed essential starts to feel optional. For many men our age, energy is better spent on health, on curiosity, on small adventures rather than romance. I walk through markets in strange towns, eat simple meals, and smile at the freedom of having no one waiting or wondering. This wandering life after IT feels like the reward I worked for without realizing it. The quiet nights let me reflect deeply, without distraction or the need to explain myself. Some days I meet people, share conversations that flow naturally because there is no pressure behind them, no agenda to impress, no future to plan together, just the moment as it is. That kind of connection feels cleaner, more honest than many dates I remember. Men in your 50s and 60s, if you feel that pull away from dating, trust it. It does not mean something is wrong with you. It means you have grown into a new season. A season of self-friendship, of wandering without baggage, of caring for the man you see in the mirror each morning. I stay in these humble rooms on purpose. They remind me that happiness does not require luxury or companionship. A comfortable bed, clean water, a place to think, that is enough most days. The road has taught me patience. With myself, forgiveness for past mistakes in love and life. At 51, I could care less about dating, and that choice opens doors I never noticed before. Doors to deeper friendships with other men on similar paths, to hobbies that were waiting patiently, to moments of pure presence, watching a sunset without narrating it for someone else. Society pushes the idea that we should keep seeking until the end, but I disagree gently. Some seasons are for building, others for releasing, and this one feels like release. Releasing the need to be paired, releasing old hopes that no longer fit who I am. My friends, there is dignity in choosing solitude when it feels true. It is not giving up, it is choosing wisely with the wisdom of 5 decades behind you. I remember the exhaustion of trying to keep romance alive while managing a demanding IT career. The balancing act left little room for true rest. Now rest comes naturally in my wandering. No children to raise, no wife to consider in every decision. Just the simplicity of one man's journey. This does not mean I close my heart entirely. Kindness and warmth still flow toward people I meet. But romance, the seeking and striving part, that holds no interest anymore. I could care less, and saying it out loud brings a smile, a sense of honesty with all of you. For those in your 50s feeling the same, know you are not alone in this indifference. Many good men reach this point and find unexpected contentment on the other side. The world is wide, my brothers, and it welcomes the solo traveler with open arms. Small rooms in unknown places become teachers of self-reliance and gratitude. Each modest meal tastes better when eaten in freedom. Each new town feels like a gift rather than a backdrop for dates. I have learned to enjoy my own thoughts, to laugh at my quirks, to move at a pace that suits my 51-year-old body and mind. No pressure to stay young in ways that feel forced, just aging naturally with grace. This script flows from real reflection, from evenings spent in cheap rooms thinking about what matters now. If you are 60 or approaching it, perhaps you feel this even stronger, the wisdom of letting go. Letting go of timelines, of what others expect, of the myth that single means incomplete. I am complete as I am, wandering, observing, living simply after that long IT chapter. The savings from those years support this life, and I am thankful every single day. No regrets about the past relationships, only acceptance that they belonged. 2 earlier seasons. Now this season is mine, calm and unhurried, focused on presence rather than pursuit. I hope these words reach men who need permission to feel okay with not dating. You have my permission, and more importantly, you have your own inner wisdom guiding you. Live it fully, travel light, stay in rooms that cost little but give much in freedom. The road has been kind to this 51-year-old man who could care less about dating. It can be kind to you too. Thank you for spending this time with me today. If these reflections touched you, please like the video, share it with a friend in his 50s or 60s who might relate, and subscribe to the channel for more honest conversations. Leave a comment below and tell me how you feel about dating at this stage of life. See you in the next video.